What's up, Purgers? So, Pete is off limits, Joe's a total jerk, and Jane gives her final swan song. Oh my gosh. We also have a special unboxing this episode, so let's get right to it.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Here we go. Jaimi just keeps getting smaller and smaller this panel. We got the week.
Where are they?
They went off alone.
Ty.
Oh.
Danny, if you can hear me, I hope you guys are okay.
Ooh, but we're hearing this good old song because it went down tonight. But thank you guys so much for joining us, the Purge After Show on AfterBuzz TV. So I'm your host, Ollie Drennan, and I'm joined by the fabulous, wonderful lady to my left.
Hi guys, Jaimi Gray.
Yes. Oh my gosh, guys, we have so much to talk about. We only have one episode left, but this was episode 9. Whew, it made me mad. Let me say that first and foremost. We have to talk about the trial. We're gonna talk about Joe. We're gonna talk about those flashbacks. We're gonna talk about our girl Jane. And I mentioned earlier in the intro that we have a special unboxing. It's actually a gift from the NFFA. So
Ooh.
I don't know how we feel about that, but we're gonna unbox it, okay?
Yeah.
So Jaimi, you gotta let me know, what are your initial thoughts with this episode? Because like I said, it was getting heated. Okay, y'all?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Part of me is a little speechless, but of course I have something to say always. I'm just so upset, and I'm trying to contain my feelings right now. But I think that's just the perfect way to say it. I'm a little upset. I'm upset as to why Joe feels the need to purge the way that he's doing it. Mm-hmm. It makes me really not like his character, and I knew it. I knew we shouldn't trust Joe, so I'm glad my spidey senses were tingling with that. But with Jane, I'm just really upset. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, because I felt like, well, speaking for myself, I felt like Jane was kind of a character that I wasn't too sure of in the beginning. Mm-hmm. But then as we saw the episodes week by week, I was like, damn, I understand her character with the flashbacks. And seeing her in this episode, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was almost as if she didn't have anything to lose at this point. She went through it. She participated in the purge, and we're going to talk about it more in depth. But right now, we got to talk about this trial that our characters are finally in.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Joe, we don't like you.
At all.
You're kidnapping these people, but it's nice getting this closure finally as to why you're doing this, and that everyone is connected to you. Maybe they're not connected to one another, but they have wronged you. He mentions everyone in this cage, because he puts them in a cage, has wronged me in some shape or form. So, do you agree with his plan of action of this stupid trial he has?
No, I just literally want to slap him. Like, first of all, he has them in cages, in a cage like animals. Mm-hmm. And so the episode kind of starts off where you kind of see the silhouettes of them. And I'm like, oh yeah, they did all get captured. We're trying to figure out what's going on in there. And we have no clue why they're in the cage in the first place. So it was just crazy. Why are they there? Yeah.
We saw the bully. I forget his name, but the bully was there.
Bully boy.
There's Eileen. She was the one who gave the message to Joe back in the day about getting laid off, their jobs being sent to Mexico. And then we also had another person. I forget her name, but she was, I think she was
the nurse.
The nurse for Joe's dad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how did she wrong you? Like, I feel like we're learning in this episode that these people aren't necessarily wronging Joe, but he's wronging them.
Yeah, he's wronging himself. I am just diagnosing Joe right now with some sort of mental illness. He has a loose screw. There's some light that's just not on upstairs.
His whole skeletal system is loose.
Yeah, yeah. I really can't get over it. So, like, even just with him, he's like, I want you to prove to me why I shouldn't purge you. If I have to prove to you why you shouldn't purge me, why the hell are you purging me? Go home. Like, we had a couple hours left, and then here you go. We learned so much about Joe just in this episode, more than we have in any of the other flashbacks, but it all kind of comes full circle, which I liked. I was like, oh, I didn't know this about him. But, yeah.
That was another thought. I'm like, how long is this night? Like, there's got to be, 2 more hours
We
left.
need, a notification, 2 hours, or, that it's 5 a.m. something.
Yeah. For season 2, take that. Jaimi said it best. I would love that. Just to keep track of time, so we're just like, okay, because Miguel, Penelope, they've been through it in this night. It's been a horrible night for everyone, Jane, But before we get on to some of these flashbacks we want to talk about, because they were a little juicy, Jamie's going to let us know some subscribing information that is very important for you guys. Okay, this is a PSA.
Yes, PSA. Let's get into some things, guys. So you guys, if you're watching us, you are now an AfterBuzzer. That's a good thing. So we want to thank you for watching. We have plenty of other shows that you can watch. We have plenty of after shows for all of your favorite shows. We even have reality TV, sci-fi, drama, competition shows, anything you can think of. In fact, me and Ollie just wrapped up My Hero Academia. So for all of you that are into anime or anything animated, we have everything you can think of. So we recommend that you, of course, subscribe, like this video, comment, hit us up in the live chat. I see everybody here like Cassandra, Deidre, Steve. We love when you guys, of course, interact with us. So keep the conversation going, and thank you for joining us, the ESPN of TV Talk.
Yes, we love it when you guys chime in. You like, especially like fill in the blanks, because sometimes we miss stuff. And also, if you subscribe, we're gonna shout you out and give you some more love. Yeah. So thank you for that, Jaimi. You're amazing. And you're my Purge buddy for life.
I know. I'm always going to listen to your tips and tricks because I want to stay alive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And again,
that.
Ty, Danny, if you guys are out there.
Come on. You gotta pay attention week by week.
Just follow the star. I forget what the phrase is.
The North Star?
Yeah, I think that's it. You'll make it out alive.
Well, we gotta follow these flashbacks with Joe, because now we're understanding, okay, there's this bully he captured. And I'm like, okay, what's up with this bully? He looks a little homeless, okay? And he's turned out to be homeless. But with this flashback, we learn that this homeless man actually bullied Joe back in the day. He made him do his homework. He made him pee in public. I felt so bad for him, but at the same time, like, I also felt bad for the bully present day, because he's homeless. Like, you know, after he was wrong back in the day. I don't know. What did you think about him? Because this was the first trial we got to see, like, at hand.
Yeah, so at first I was just really confused because I was like, who is this guy? Okay. And I'm like, when we're so far, we are on episode 8, and I see people that I don't know, I'm like, so who are you? What are you doing here? So come on, Purge. But that's kind of how I felt personally. Seeing the flashback of little Joey getting bullied, you know, it's unfortunate. A lot of kids are bullied, and I felt his pain, especially him peeing and everybody laughing. And I know it's a show, but I'm like, why is everybody laughing at him, blah, blah, blah. I just didn't think it was enough reason for him to purge. And when I saw the bully there and he's saying, I don't know you, I for a second believed him. I was like, Joe, you might have gotten the wrong guy. How do you know what he still looks like? So there's something in him back then that was probably doing something, maybe using that little spray can bottle, you know.
What
maybe
is in there?
I'm going to save that for my prediction.
Okay.
But you know, I don't understand why he allowed this obsession to boil over. And just like the bully said, I'm sorry that it's still hurting you. Joe, aren't you embarrassed that you're still, you know, holding on to this grudge, and he's got to be in his 40s.
Yeah, that's, oh
50s,
my God.
Close to 50s.
Joe?
Yeah, he's old.
Joe looks older than the homeless man.
Yeah.
Like, the homeless man aged better than you.
Seriously.
That's crazy. Oh, shout out to Deidre in the chat. She said, what's wrong with your co-host, Black Guy?
I was gonna answer. I was like, so who are you playing?
I am Nathan Drake from Uncharted. It's a PS4 game. I'm a nerd. Yeah. I'm a gamer. Sorry,
it's okay.
Y'all. But yeah, it's Halloween. Me and Jaimi are in the spirit. You guys better be dressing up too.
I know. If you're dressed up now, let us know. I just put some makeup on. I'm half Frankenstein, half human.
Basically, yeah. We both like just came from the purge. That's why we're a little like beat up. We got some scratches. We got some stitches. We're good though.
Yeah.
We're alive. We survived.
Yep.
Whoo! But okay. I felt so bad for this man. Because Joe, once he finally confessed, because he wanted the confessions in these trials, Joe, he was just like, come give me a hug, man.
Oh, how'd you feel? I literally, as soon as he said it, I was like, don't do it.
I was waiting for a neck snap.
But I wouldn't have been like, well, since you're saying give me a hug, I'd just be like, you know, actually, I can't. I didn't shower. I feel really smelly. I don't want to hug you right now. So I would have done anything to get out of it. Or as he's doing that, I would have given a church hug from hell. And I would have like given him like one of those hugs. And then I would have been looking out for it. Like, why are you really giving a hug like that? Mm-hmm. Come on.
But he just goes up and shanks him during that hug. And everyone just... their mouth just drops.
They looked sick. I'm like, so you guys didn't see that coming?
No.
I trust
no God. I was like, oh, no. Clearly, Joe is psychopath.
Yeah.
And another crazy flashback that we got in this episode with him and Jane meeting on a dating app. Already, as soon as this scene pulls up, we see Jane. She looks fed up.
Yeah.
This is not a good date. Joe is very oblivious. but he's saying some things that are just not okay. So clearly he has some prejudice against
that's the perfect word
minorities.
for it. Yeah.
This was wild. Me and Jaimi were watching this together, shaking our heads, literally getting heated. Jaimi, please, because I was speechless at this scene.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And it's unfortunate because these are like familiar things that I think people of color, especially women of color, like when you go on dates that, you know, where you may not be black, like you kind of have to prepare for that. It just sucks because like you always get the short end of the stick in that sense. So I had no issue with it being interracial. That wasn't the issue, but it was just the things that he was saying. And, you know, I think she handled herself really well on that date because I thought I got a kick when she said, you looked younger in your photo.
And so I'm like,
she roasted him like right there. And I'm like, so basically you catfished Jane.
Exactly.
So
with like a picture from like what, 10 years ago?
Yeah, but also like how old are you? Like what age did you say that you were in your profile? Like you're a liar. Like something's wrong with him. Oh, clearly.
Irking me in this date. He was like, oh, I thought you were gonna be loud and sassy, saying very stereotypical things about her going to, what was the school? Warden?
I can't recall.
That was the school. It's very like a law school. No, it was business school. Oh my God, I am blanking. I'm sorry, y'all. But just basically using her education as something as like, oh, you just got in not because of your smarts, because of your ethnicity, basically. Yeah. And like that was very stereotypical.
Very stereotypical. And I think what he meant by that was, you know, because a lot of schools sometimes have to reach a certain quota, they want to bring in that diversity to make it seem like they're diverse. Exactly. But that's just such a slap in the face. And one of the things he said was, I'm surprised that I thought you were going to be loud and sassy. So the typical loud, sassy, sidekick, angry black woman thing, it's just like, come on, it's just disturbing.
But Jane, our girl, she handled herself in that situation. She went to the bathroom, paid for the check on the way out, because she probably makes way more money than him.
Way more.
Because we did learn from Joe that he installs the Purge
security systems.
Yes, so that's how he's been able to disarming things, disarming these systems throughout. You know,
it all makes sense.
Yeah. And I thought that was such a boss thing of her to do, pay the check, because he was like, oh, I'm going to pay. We got like they were sharing whatever, like dessert. What was
that? I would have been, she really handled herself very well, because like, it's just, and clearly she brought this day and age, you have to take yourself to a date. I would not want anyone to pick me up for a date, because I don't know where they're going to take me. I've seen scary movies. I'm just into that thing. But yeah, I thought it was a great, like a boss move that she bought it. But when I saw like how much it was, would you pay $80 just to get out of a date, just to prove a point? I would have just left. Or paid for my portion. Well, half.
Oh, that'd be hard. I don't know.
What did they even get for $80? I didn't see anything there.
I don't know. If someone treated me as bad as Joe did, I don't think I would pay.
Yeah, so Jane,
if I made as much money as Jane, maybe, just to be like.
I don't know. Steve in the chat says it didn't look appetizing. It did. I was like, I think I see like roasted carrots and something else, but I don't know.
But like, fast forward. I mean, this brings us to Jane, and we're seeing her get on trial. First and foremost, Jane is determined to get out. Okay, yes. I was dying laughing, honestly, at Eileen, because Eileen played herself so bad in this episode.
Yeah.
Award for dumbest moment goes to Eileen, because before Jane, she was supposed to go on trial before Jane. And so Joe unlocks the gate. Eileen bum rushes it to the door. She goes across the auditorium, opens the door, gets blasted, flies.
She flies.
She was like Wonder Woman flying like across the room.
Why? First of all, why would you? You could have done better. Eileen, I was just so disappointed. I'm like, honestly, this was meant to be, hon. You were supposed to die. The way it was like, it went downhill from there. The way she got up and to go running, where were you going, love? Like, she was running so slow. You weren't going to make it. And this big auditorium, I was telling Ollie, I was like, I would have done a stop, drop, and roll, gone under one of those auditorium chairs, and then zigzag so that he wouldn't be able to shoot me. But by the time I got to the door, I would have been flown away too. What were they doing there?
I was dying laughing. I just couldn't help it. But I still love the fact that even after Eileen flew across the auditorium after getting shot by like shotguns or whatever it was. Jane was still like, we can still get out of here.
Yeah, like Jane.
We just gotta jump in,
Penelope's
basically.
like, you and my brother are crazy. Eileen's like, I told you I was done. It is my time. I want to see my parents.
But yeah, I definitely sense, I don't know about you, but I definitely sense like Jane was just like over this whole night, especially for her. This was like, I think this was the first time she ever purged. So for her to go through this and to try to save David and just to be caught up with Joe, like she was over it. So I loved the fact that she was standing up to Joe during her trial, despite everything being against her at this point. She is like defenseless, but she was still so strong with her words and just standing up to him.
Absolutely. I was so proud of her for standing up for herself. Just say like, I can't believe after all the crap that I went through today, this is happening. Like a date that happened how long ago because you lied. You're the one that catfished me. You don't even make as much as me, but you're condescending me. You're making prejudiced jokes and you don't even realize it. That's the worst when they don't realize they're prejudiced. And I have to just deal with it. No. So I just really hate how she went out. Like I was hoping to God, like I was just hoping that she would push through that and get through somehow. And even when they were fighting, I thought that she might get the upper hand somehow. I was like, kick him here, scratch him here, like bite his cheek off, something. Like this is your life. Like listen to all these purge tips. You have to like, come on, Jane. But I mean, they don't, got to be AfterBuzzer. But
I loved just her speech, her monologue to him by the end of it before they fought. And just like basically she broke it down. I purged, but still I feel nothing. Like it didn't help me at all. Everyone says like, oh, this helps crime and whatnot. It doesn't. Like I feel nothing. I killed David even though I hated him and how he was a sexual predator. Like it brought me nothing. It gave me no progress in my life. Yeah. And Joe thinks that he gets this, he like lives off this purge basically because everything was taken from him basically. And so this fight like happened and I really didn't know what to expect. I'm like, is Jane really gonna go out like this?
Part of me still wants her to be alive. I still hope she's alive, but that extra squish I heard towards the end, I was like, are you kidding me?
Because he choked her out basically, right?
I just don't understand. Like, ladies, take Krav Maga. I haven't taken it yet, but I'm just like, something to like just survive this. I really was not expecting her to die. I still don't want to believe she's dead.
Neither do I.
I mean, the next episode is the finale.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I hope she like is playing possum, so she's just like, okay, I'm gonna pretend.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you drag me so I can at least get the hell out of here, go to the hospital, see my mom. Like, where's her mom? Is her mom okay? I don't know.
Yeah, chat, let us know what you think of this episode. This episode got us feeling a lot of emotions, clearly. I'm not okay with Jane's death. If that is, in fact, her death, we don't want to believe it, okay? Right. So let us know your thoughts on this episode, anything we're missing. I was like, oh, man, I want Miguel and Pete to get there already.
Me too.
Because their episode, they had like a tiny little arc, not much to talk about. They were just... Basically, Pete's cool, so he's ganging up with Miguel, doing the buddy system. Clearly, they're listening to my survival guide tricks, okay? It's all about the buddy system.
Yes.
But they really just find Joe's father, so I think that was basically it. And then Joe's been planning this for a really long time. He has literally receipts. Yeah. We saw. Joe has receipts.
He's got to learn how to let it go. Like, he needs to also get his priorities together. His dad is sitting there itchy, dying in bed. I know it smells in there. I could look at that scene and tell that it smells absolutely horrible.
Oh my God.
And you're over here planning this thing for years, but also it was Jane's first purge and Joe's first purge. So it's like he wants to go out with the bang. I'm like, is this going to be your last purge? I'm still upset.
I hope it's his last purge.
And you know what? Part of me doesn't know. I still want to believe that Jane could be alive because there was someone who commented on our video from our last after show, which thank you guys for staying, in touch with us and keeping the conversation going. But they had said that they don't think that Lila's dead either. And they said that because on IMDb that she is in all 10 episodes. Oh. But we still don't know if that's true.
Interesting.
So if you want to check to see, because I don't want anything to be spoiled for me.
Exactly.
But if you are that person, check the internet to see how many episodes Jane Barber, Amanda Warren is on. Yeah.
And also, what's his face? Joe. Can't believe I forgot his name. I want to forget Joe.
Yeah.
We kind of see his connection to Rick and Jenna in this episode real quick, and also Penelope, which I was so confused. You brought up he had the spray. I'm like, what is this? Is it water? Is it like tracking water? I'm confused. But I didn't understand that scene. He's just like, and then we flash forward to the cage, and he goes up to Penelope. He's like, wants to shoot her for being a baby. I'm like, dude, she's like a high schooler, or like she's not really much of a builder. She's like an adolescent, basically, a teenager.
Seriously.
Like, what do you expect?
Not even paying attention to you.
Yeah. Like she literally did, what I got from this, she, Penelope, Rick and Jenna did nothing to him.
Yeah, and maybe that was the problem. He wanted the attention. Maybe he's so used to being overlooked from when he was younger that he really held on to that insecurity into his older age. And he almost like told himself false stories. Like, even just with him and Jane, what even made you, like, even just seeing them on the date was just absurd. And it's all because he lied. He's trying to fill some void by seeming bigger than what he is, or what he imagines himself to be, which is why I think he was mad that Jane and Rick and Penelope didn't give him the attention of who he thinks he should be. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like he definitely feels like he has so much power on this Purge Night by doing these trials, because he can't do this in real life.
Yeah.
He gets joy out of this particular night now.
Even seeing him in the very beginning, seeing like pumping the iron in the mirror, he looked like a different person at first. Like, I was like, who is that? But it was him, and I'm like, you're so dramatic right now, saying, I will purge. And I'm like, why? Why? Like, this, who are you?
Remember that face he gave Jane when he was choking her? He was just like, ah. I was not here for it.
Me either.
Oh my God. Well,
how dare he? I'm
still
pissed.
Yeah, I'm pissed with you, but we'll save our predictions for the end of this after show. We got a special box from our one of our friends from AfterBuzz TV. You might know her as Carrie D. Lane. She's been sporting a bunch of Halloween looks, but she's also, I think she might be a member of the NFFA, because she gave us this gift. And this is a box from the Purge that she is letting us use.
Ooh, I love unboxing.
Okay, you got to pull something out of there, Jaimi.
All right.
Uh-oh, here she goes. This is, apparently these are very special items from the NFFA.
Okay, this would be great. Okay, this is called Purge Away. This looks awesome. So this is a vicious stain detergent. Not detergent, but detergent. And you can rub away the Purge Night mess, not the memories. I want to rub away the memories too, though. That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But safe on colors. And as you can see here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little red splash to hint at the blood. So it's great for this is what Jenna should have used when they killed their neighbor. Yes. I mean, you might need more, but I'm sure they sell these in bucket sizes.
Yeah.
So this one just looks like it's maybe like a little bit, like an ounce, less than an ounce. Yeah.
I could use that on my forehead too.
Yeah.
Like, I got a little stain right here.
Or like any little stain. I might keep this. Well, yeah, thank you.
Okay, well, what about this hat, this NFFA hat? I don't know if I feel comfortable supporting the NFFA right now. Yeah. It's a little scary, but I mean, it's a nice hat. Like, I mean,
giveaway.
I'd rather wear this than like a Make America Great hat, personally. But it's really cute. You. Thank you very much, Purge.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, what about that?
Ooh,
it looks. Is that cotton?
Let me double check, because I know how some people are. Well, let's see. It's 90% cotton, 10% polyester, and it is a nice T-shirt that says "A Nation Reborn." Give it away. Thrift store. Just even the wording of it, I'm like, gives me that vibes.
Okay. Well, for all our car, if you like to decorate your car, we have this special "A Nation Reborn" magnet. You don't have to put this on your car. You can put it on your fridge, on your car, put it on your desk if you want. But yeah, "A Nation Reborn," just like the shirt. I don't know if you like this, Jaimi, but I mean, it's cute. It's really cute.
Go for it. I like this Purge Away, because I'm like, if it can get out blood, it can get on anything. So, yeah.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sending this, the Purge
TV
series. That was so nice of them.
It was.
I mean, I'm not really fond of the NFFA, but
Me either. But if I was, we could always ship it out to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you guys are interested, tweet us. We can let you know where to find these items.
Yeah.
So, okay, I need to like purge myself because I feel nasty
Like a
touching that
woosah.
NFFA stuff. Before I get to my survival guide of this week, we got to get some news, some tea, some gossip from our girl, Jaimi Gray.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, I want to take a quick sip before that. Okay, so let's start off with some people who are missing. So good old Tavis, however you want to pronounce it, aka Fiona Dourif, who plays that character. Now, she died, 2 episodes ago? I think that was episode 6. And so I wanted to show this because I'm like, maybe she's still alive, but clearly she's not. This is just for jokes, but look at that thing.
Damn, she's more beat up than me.
What do they call them? Shiners?
Ooh, that's not a shine. That is like a supernova on her face.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Supernova girl.
Okay, that's makeup, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's makeup.
Okay.
She is hilarious. But yeah, so the next one, because we are, of course, in the Halloween season, is we have a fan who dressed up as Joe.
Oh my.
How did he do, guys? What do you think?
He did good.
He also kind of looks like, who's it?
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That's what it was giving me.
So he's like Michael Joe Myers, maybe?
I love it.
Yeah, so then Lee Turgeson responds. So in the next photo, Lee comments back on Twitter and says, "Chip, I am so flattered. You look like me. Wow. So honored, Joe." So when I first read this, I was like, this looks so sarcastic. Like the caps and then, but I think he was genuine. It's cute.
Yeah.
But it's nice, when you can dress up as a character and then that person responds back. So it's always nice. So, speaking of Halloween, the next photo, let's do a guess who. Which cast member is this?
That's Miguel, right?
Yes, it's Miguel, and he is Miguel is played by Gabriel Chavaria. And who is he playing as far as this costume? I know who it is, but do you?
Is that the Riddler?
It is.
Okay, I was
Yes!
like, it seems a little green. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But I think he did a good job. What do you
He
think?
did.
Yeah.
I see it. Like if you could like see what it is, like you don't have to ask. It's like you did a good job.
You did a great job. Yeah, exactly. Which Halloween is tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. So, speaking of Gabriel, he is doing other things. This has been in the works for years. He is in a new movie that is out now. It actually came out literally about 2 to 3 days ago on the 26th, I believe. And it is called Hunter Killer. We're going to play a quick snippet of it. There it goes.
All right.
Yeah. So in this movie, he is playing opposite. Let's see here. He's playing opposite Gerard Butler, who's definitely A-list celebrity there, and Gary Oldman. It was shot in London, and it's telling the story of an untested American submarine captain who teams up with the U.S. Navy SEALs. So clearly.
He has
the chops. Like he's always doing stuff with the military, Navy SEALs, Marine. So this is right up his alley.
Way
so
to
congrats
go.
to him,
Yeah.
and make sure you guys check that out. And if you've already watched it, let us know how it was. Give us some tips.
Nice.
So next, we love The Purge. I'm sure, of course, you guys watching love The Purge, but we're hoping that it stays around. But according to the Muse article, they're saying The Purge might get purged.
Ugh.
That's a maybe, not something
Yeah.
set in stone. But in the next clip, it's basically telling us what they think. They did speak with the creators, James DeMonico, and he says, "I have it in my head. I think I'm going to write it. I think it's a great way to end it all. We want to end it all, I think, in this one, and I'm very excited. When I came up with the idea and pitched it to everybody, they seemed psyched, and I think it will be a really cool ending, how we take this one home."
Oh.
So is that for this season or for the whole?
I think it's for the next movie. So he's going to do it for the next movie. I wonder if that means no more TV show, but I think it'll be the 5th film.
Yeah.
And I think that will he's really going to go out with a bang maybe.
How
with
though?
this.
Because he's already done everything with
Exactly.
America. He's done things outside of the Purge within the home.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what else?
I'm interested. Anything with Purge, I'm interested.
The only thing I could think of it would have to be super dark, like purging in like a nursery home or like a daycare.
my.
But like if the kids were doing it to each other
Oh
or the
my.
senior citizens were. You need to add me to your creative team.
Jaimi, you
Seriously,
need to get on that writing
cut the
team.
check. But that is our news and gossip.
Woo, thank you so much for that,
Thank
Jaimi.
you.
I also just love seeing the news from The Purge. I love seeing these actors because these actors are more lesser known. They're not like our
Yeah.
A-listers, which is totally fine. I love that this show is giving rise to them and they're being
Yeah.
able to really set off their careers because I feel like this is a pretty good show on the USA Network. So I feel like people are going to see this and I think the actors are just doing phenomenal with these roles.
Absolutely.
I'm going to miss you, Jane. You were freaking phenomenal in
Yes.
this series.
We'll be missing you.
Well, before we get to predictions, we got to get to our survival guide of the
Help
week.
us, Ollie.
Okay, here we
Help
go.
us.
Guys, Thank you for tuning in to the Purge After Show on AfterBuzz TV. Right now, we got our survival guide of the week, and it's basically 5 don'ts, okay? This is targeted towards the cast, okay? I got 5 don'ts for you. Number 1, don't run. Hide. I'm talking to you, Lila, girl. I saw you running out of that party, but you should have hid. Hide somewhere. A lot of people think it's like, okay, let's just go run somewhere.
Yeah.
No. Hiding actually might get you out of more danger than you think. Lila, girl, next time, hide. Don't run.
Come on.
Number 2, I'm talking to you, Rick. I'm talking to you, Jenna. Don't go well, maybe not Jenna. Don't go out unarmed, okay?
I mean,
you need a
seriously.
weapon. Get some pepper spray, get a knife, a gun. Penny girl, I didn't see you with any weapon like when you went to go to the cult. Speaking of that, number 3, Penelope. You get away from a cult. Don't go back to the cult. I know you're trying to be a hero, but you didn't bring anyone with you. Brings me to number 4. Don't go out alone.
She's
oh my
fake.
god.
Oh my gosh.
Jane, I'm talking to you. Girl was solo for a lot of the series. Don't go out alone. You see where it got you. I mean, it got you into a lot of trouble. And finally, number 5. Talking to you, Rick and Jenna.
Uh-oh.
Don't invite anyone in your house.
Come
you
on.
You just don't trust people. Look what happened with Lila. You invited her into your house. She almost tried to kill you. You
And
ended up
somebody
killing her. Oh, well, okay, she did save them, but still
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
end well.
Yeah.
So that's
Made a
basically
mess.
my 5 don'ts this week.
Thank you, Ollie.
You're
I don't know
welcome.
what I'd do without you. That's why I'm still alive.
Exactly.
Everything.
Oh, thank you so much. See, this was targeted mostly to the cast
Yeah.
because they got themselves into a lot of hot water this
They did.
season. You know?
Unnecessarily.
Clearly, they need to listen up to my survival guide. You know,
Yeah.
Because
Subscribe.
thank you. So we're gonna have to wrap up soon, but we have plenty of time for predictions this week. So let's get right to it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Your AfterBuzz TV.
Okay, I don't know if I'm ready.
I know. I'm like, it's settling in. It's like slowly
Oh my
marinating.
god, guys, this was episode 9. We have 1 episode. We have the finale next
One
week.
left. I mean, honestly, like I love the Purge, but they really have to wow me next episode. Who's with me? Let me know in the live chat in the comments because it's literally what we have left, and we already have 3 to 4 more people to figure out what their trial is going to be.
Yeah.
So are they going to leave me on a cliffhanger? Are more people going to die? I think someone else is going to die, or else it's going to be kind of dry. Is Miguel going to come in time? Is Miguel going to die? These are also my predictions. And I had another one. We were speaking about Joe, but it's slipping my mind a little bit.
Ooh, let me think.
Yeah.
Well, Joe,
Where's-
he gonna die. He deserves
Yeah,
to
he
die.
has
I'm
to.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sorry, honestly. Okay, my predictions. I think that sorry, were you done?
No, I'm done.
If you
yeah.
think of any, let me know. Let us know. Also, guys, if you're tuning in live, let us know if you have any quick predictions. We're going to share the live chat, and we're going to shout you out if you do got predictions, because I'm a little clueless right now.
Yeah.
But I think since Jane died, I think like almost anyone except for Penelope is like game. Okay, except for Jenna too, because she's pregnant.
Yeah. I was telling Ollie, I was like, that baby is under so much stress in her belly.
Oh my God. I know. And I wonder if Joan even knows she's pregnant.
Rick did say that in the very beginning. He was like, my wife is pregnant, and I don't even think he cared.
Okay.
He was like, okay. And
But yeah, I think they really raised the stakes with this episode. So I feel like at least one more person will die.
Okay.
I think Pete might be up for the chopping block. I mean, he seems like such a hero. I think he might sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
I think Penelope and Miguel will be reunited. I think they're safe. I don't know about Rick. He might sacrifice himself. I'm not sure. Oh my God. But I think we're going to finally get all our unanswered questions finally answered for sure in the next episode.
yeah.
I just don't know how it's going to go, how they're actually going to end it, because I think there's going to be lots of explosions. But
As we saw in those previews.
I just wonder I will ask you this. Who do you think is going to kill Joe?
I'm thinking it's going to be between Miguel, because I feel like they're going to actually have a fight. Because, I mean, this is something that Joe has been preparing for forever. So he has some sort of skills up his belt. But same with Miguel. And it could also be Pete, where he kind of jumps in. But I'm thinking Miguel is going to have a showdown, and Miguel might die. Penelope's going to feel really bad about what a brat she was. And then the season's going to end.
I love it. Ooh, I think maybe something like that, but maybe
Yeah.
Penelope will kill him. I don't know.
I'm
to really
Penelope.
to really ride that redemption arc she's going down.
She did punch Tavis.
Exactly.
I was happy about that. I was happy to see Jane do something, but she just didn't. She wasn't paying attention to your tips and tricks, your survival guide, Allie. So it's
I'm still Team Jane though. So
wow, is she alive?
I
Does
really
it exist?
hope so. Oh my gosh, there's so much that we could talk about more, but we're gonna have to wrap up soon, guys. If you have any more predictions, keep talking with us on Twitter, on the comments below. Just let us know. Slide into our DMs maybe and tweet us. But any more thoughts before we go?
I'm speechless. I'm ready for the season finale, and they better bring it because I'm ready. I'm ready.
Dang. Okay. All right. The spray.
Oh yeah, the spray. I mean, I think the spray is like a tracking device somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna find out.
We're
next.
gonna hold on to that, but I think it
All
might
right.
be a spray.
Guys, thanks again for tuning in. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Steve, Ami, Leah, Rachel, Cassandra, Deidre. I'm missing someone
Amy,
I know.
Leo, Deirdre, Rachel. I'm saying some of the same people. Ollie.
Thank you guys so much. Where can we find you, Jaimi?
You guys, I'm Jaimi. You can find me on Twitter at It's Jaimi Gray or on IG at Jaimi Gray and other after shows like this Thursday, How to Get Away with Murder. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. So catch you there.
Yes. And guys, I'm Ollie Drennan. Find me on all social media platforms at Ollie Dreamer. Check me out on the Horror Movie News on Popcorn Talk Network and also the Anime After Show with Jaimi on the Animation Network channel on Tuesdays as well at 6 p.m.
Yep.
But guys, thanks again. We love you so much. We have one more episode to cover next week. Happy Halloween!
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.